Thakur sir, the recording is started. You can introduce.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, friends, thank you. Good morning to all of you. And friends, let me introduce Dr. P.K. Patra, who is Additional Director, Directorate of Medical Education, Raipur. Since last year, he served as Dean, Chhattisgarh Institute of Medical Science, Bilaspur, for about 3 years. He has been very good friend of mine. I always consider have a I always consider him as a resource person in several training programs conducted by me at Raipur. And Professor Patra has been the Director General of Sickle Cell Institute of Chhattisgarh, Raipur, and he has written a very, very important book, that is a handbook on sickle cell disease. Friends, I would like to tell you sickle cell anemia is a very important problem. It's a very important disease, especially in Sahu community in Chhattisgarh. And Dr. P.K. Patra is the expert of that particular field. He served as professor and head in the Department of Biotechnology. He has been the OSD with the CHIPS, Government of Chhattisgarh. He is a mushroom lover and he is very well acquainted with the medicinal values of mushrooms, and he explored the utility of mushroom in sickle cell anemia also, and he has been a member of the editorial board of Indian Journal of Medical Biochemistry. And with this brief introduction, I would like to welcome Dr. P.K. Patra on my own behalf and on behalf of all the participants and NADCL. And friends, he is going to deliver a talk on very, very important aspect, that is medicinal attributes of mushroom. So over to Dr. Patra now.
Thank you, sir. Uh, good, uh, uh, Good morning to all the participants and respected MP Thakur sir and his team, all the resource persons. And I congratulate Dr. Thakur for this organization organizing that workshop, national workshop. And thanks for inviting me. And Dr. Thakur introduced me as that I am basically a sickle cell worker, and I work with him in the mushroom. Some his student was assigned to me, but basically I'm interested in this utility of this mushroom in the sickle cell patient. That regards I could know something about the mushroom. As you all are aware of this fact that the mushroom is helpful to us in different respects, and this mushroom was consumed since earliest of history. It is not a very modern, but modern things we have. It is known to us so many the active ingredients and their biochemical principle and what is the mechanism of action different diseases and how it is helping us. But the Greek people also they were using, and they were using, and the Roman also, and Chinese. As you know, the Chinese, the largest producer of the mushroom, they are very well versed about this mushroom utility. And one thing I want to share, that these mushrooms, there are so many toxic mushrooms are there. Those are known as poisonous mushroom. It is not usually consumed, and they are highly toxic. As you know, the patients die severe anaphylaxis and toxic shock, and there is no remedy at all. But the edible mushrooms and the medicinal mushrooms, it's very difficult to differentiate the edible mushroom and the medicinal mushroom, because they are very their components are common to both this medicinal value and the nutritive values and the nutritional application. I think some previous expert person might have discussed about the nutritional value of the medicinal mushroom. So I'll some part I will cover and I will discuss, concentrate myself in the medicinal part of the view. And the mushroom have been considered the ingredient of the government cuisines across the globe. But throughout the world, it is used in the food. So during this food, and it's a delicious, highly, you can see that it supplements the nutritional value because the very peculiar constituents of this mushroom I will discuss. This mushroom implies that it's a macrofungus. You know, that's a small microfungus, and the this mushroom is under the microfungus. So their fruiting body and the other things are usually used for us, and their mycelium, hyphae, lot of things in the part of the mushroom they are used for different purpose, as it is known to people. So as I was telling, the Greek believed that mushroom provided the strength of the warrior because it's content very high protein, because protein is the muscle built this component, main component. The Roman perceived that's a food of the god because it's a complete food. As I discussed the component and other things, you will realize that mushroom is a complete food. It contains everything. What are the approximate principles of the foods are essential to us. They contain everything in a very balanced way. And for centuries, Chinese culture has treasured the mushroom as a health food, the elixir of the life, and they have realized that mushroom is a complete food, and they were using in different purpose in the food and the medicinal use. They contain low calorie. It's a very, in the modern era, we concentrate on the very important that the food is the low calorie, that means carbohydrate content is less, fat is less, poor fat, but the component of the fat, then the high polyunsaturated fatty acid content of the mushroom is very high, and low sodium. This in the modern era also we constitute, it's a good food containing the low sodium, because as you know the hypertension and other associative disorders is related to the high sodium content.
Patra sir, may I intervene you?
Sir, please.
I think your slide is not moving. Are you moving the slides?
Okay. I'm just.
I think. Okay.
It's not moving at all.
No, it is not moving.
It is moving now.
No, it is only first slide. It's still first slide.
Just a minute. But
Please use the entire screen option. Don't choose a window. Why? Because that time the window becomes different. Slideshow window is a different window rather than the PowerPoint window.
yeah.
So choose entire screen option for sharing.
Yeah.
That will help. Just a second. Yeah, please. Can you start the slideshow? No?
Abhi move hua?
Sir, it is visible. Can you start the slideshow? Sir, niche. Okay, from start. Slideshow.
Yeah. Now it is moving slide?
No, the slideshow did not happen. Sir, did you choose the entire screen option or window option?
Window option.
Please choose the entire screen option.
Okay, just a minute.
That will help, because when you press the slideshow option, it becomes a different window. Choose entire screen.
Yeah.
Click on, yeah, that will, now when you choose the slideshow, it will work fine. Can you open the slide, sir? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you press the hide option also? Yes, perfect.
Okay.
Can you press the hide option? Hide.
Hide.
It's all right, Dr. now.
अभी अभी ठीक है डॉक्टर साहब?
Yeah, ठीक है. Now move it. Go to second slide. Yeah, it's all right now.
Or no? Okay, sir. Sorry.
It's perfectly all right then.
Okay. So as telling about this Chinese, I was thinking it's the elixir of the life, because they have realized that it contains low calorie, that means low carbohydrate, low fat, but contain high polyunsaturated fatty acids. They are beneficial to the health, and low sodium. As I was telling about, the sodium content low is very important to us, because we should avoid the high sodium content, and the mushroom content very low sodium, and also these are cholesterol free, and high protein content, high fiber, and high moisture content. So these are almost a balanced food in a entire that one mushroom content. So mushroom is important for their healing capacity, and which are used in the traditional medicine in our Chhattisgarh also. The traditional tribe they use, the traditional healer also use, and we also realize that traditional Chinese medicine they use the mushroom very frequently in their in the beauty and the skin condition and the lowering of age. They are the traditional use of the mushroom, previously not knowing the active principle. As we are now realize the active principle, that and they are used as the nutraceuticals properties, and for what they prevent, or they are used for the treatment of Parkinsonism, as it's a Parkinsonism is a very great problem in the older age group, in advanced age. Alzheimer's also very problematic in the older age group. Hypertension, as you know, and the strokes. So this nutraceuticals, they prevent this development of this type of Parkinsonism, Alzheimer's, hypertension, and the stroke also. And this wonderful realization now that they used in the cancer. This cancer, as you know, the cancer cells are highly proliferating, that they are high, the angiogenesis is very high, and their metastasis and invasion capacity. So the anti-tumor attributes of the mushroom is the largest use now in the therapeutic purpose of the mushroom. So they are cancer, they reduce the cancer invasion, metastasis, and the anti-tumor. And another wonderful use is or common use by the medical personnel is the antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral, and the antiparasitic also, and immunomodulator. And these bioactive compounds which is present in the mushrooms, they are useful to us. So for this, near about the millions, near about 1.5 lakhs mushrooms are known to, and from there they are isolated some, and commonly the more than 200 species they are used for the medicinal purpose, and out of this near about commonly the 25 species of the mushroom which are commonly cultivated for the food purpose. So the most cultivated mushroom worldwide, as you know, Agaricus bisparus, followed by Lentinus adidas, and Lentinus adidas is the most studied individuals among the species, because it's a very important for the both gram positive, gram negative bacteria as an antibiotic also, and the Pleurotus species and Flamminiulinia velutipis. So these mushrooms are very commonly cultivated. Out of I told you 25 species of the mushrooms are cultivated for the food purpose. So these are the names I just enumerated for the passing slide. And these are, these are edible mushrooms I am putting in, but their active ingredients are used for the medicinal purpose. So these are the some name I just photographed and I collected from the website. This nutritional value, because the nutritional value I was I'm interested just to coordinate with this medicinal value. This high protein, high fiber. You see, low calorie, vitamins, mineral content. These are the, as I repeatedly telling, they are balanced thing present in the mushroom. That is why they are the Chinese was telling about the elixir of the life. Basically, and delicacy is there, they're tasty, and they provide all the micronutrients in a very balanced way. And the percentage that range this high moisture content, because the moisture content is very high. They say if they between 80 to 95 gram per 100 gram, very good moisture content is there. Protein is very high protein content. They protein, and this protein they contain all these essential elements. Usually what happens, the vegetables are deficient some protein essential amino acid, and that the pulses and cereal. That's why we have a habit of consuming the dal and roti, because deficiency in the amino acid in the pulses, that is the methionine, and the cereals which are deficient in the lysines, they are complement each other, but the mushroom contain all these essential amino acids in good quantity. That is why they are beneficial to health, and they are having tremendous medicinal importance. And I always tell you, it's the low calorie content, and the low fat and high content of unsaturated fatty acids. This thing, and the minerals I was telling about, potassium, phosphorus, magnesium, calcium, copper, iron, zinc, selenium, all are present in the mushroom. And the mushroom carbohydrate part, the glycogen, the trehalose, mannitol, and the fiber content, the beta glucan, hemicellulose, and the beta glucan is the main active ingredient for different medicinal value. And the vitamins I was telling about, they contain vitamin B1, that B2, B12, C, D, E. It is the only vegetable that contains a very good amount of ready to use vitamin D. But the important point is they should be wild varieties of mushroom, edible mushroom. They contain vitamin D good amount. The cultivated, those are cultivated in a room, but definitely they will not get the sun ray directly, so they contain the very low amount of vitamin. This has to be keep in mind. It's in a general notion also, and it is a general knowledge. These the plant content, their secondary metabolite and their minerals and other things are very according to the climate. That is the important point. Everyone is aware of this fact. So to summarize this, that these nutritional content which are beneficial as a medicinal point, that high dietary fibers and substantial amount of protein and all these vitamin, the minerals, this enumerated all these number, calcium, phosphorus, zinc, copper, magnesium, selenium, and low sodium, etc. I already told, and a low fat content. These amino acids profiles are very oil balanced. So that is why that immune activating compounds, because it contains everything. And these things I am just carbohydrates I already told, and just percent protein I told, lipids I already told, low cholesterol content, high fatty acids, that unsaturated fatty acid. Phenolic compounds, the important point is the phenolic compounds. The phenolic compound are secondary metabolites possessing an aromatic ring with one or more hydroxyl group, and the structure can be simply phenolic molecules or a complex polymer, exhibit very wide range of physiological properties. They are anti-allergenic, anti-atherogenic, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, antithrombotic, I will discuss it in detail, and cardioprotective, means organoprotective, and the vasodilator effects. So this phenolic compound present in the mushroom, they are wonderful medicinal importance. Then the main characteristics of the group's compound has been related to antioxidants. This also I will discuss in the next slide. Antioxidant activity, because they act as a reducing agent, free radical scavenger, singlet oxygen quenchers, and the metal ion chelators. And the phenolic compounds provide protection against the several degenerative disorder. That is why now it's the Alzheimer's disease and Parkinson's disease and other degenerative disorders. They are used as a nutraceutical components to prevent the progress of this type of disorders and the brain dysfunction, cancer, and cardiovascular disease. So these are the tabula for the content of different some species of the common medicinal used mushroom, that protein, the dietary fiber, lipids, cellulose, saccharides, and vitamins and vitamins content. That's a tabular form. Yeah. So several mushroom species, we realize that have been pointed out sources of bioactive compound in addition to their important nutritional value, and the inclusion of whole mushroom, that is the important part, as to get all the bioactive compounds for a nutraceutical which prevent the different disease progression as a medicinal value. So the inclusion of whole mushroom into the diet as a diet may have efficacy as a potential dietary supplement to prevent the different diseases. So, as I told, there are so many mushrooms world, rather can say it's known to us, and the selective more than 200 species are used as a medicinal value. And it is just to set a common slide. This the antibacterial effects of this fungus basically, because it is a macrofungus mushroom we are consuming. This was known to the Dr. Alexander Fleming in 1928. Because in the World War period and other war, it has been realized that the soldiers were dying more due to infection rather than bullets are hitting. So the discovery of that's knowledge of this antibacterial property, the mold of this Petridis, the Staphylococcus culture plate, these pathogens are killed. So the realization in 1928 is a wonderful, and was that time it was told that penicillin is the Vishalakarani for us and for mankind, and they were preventing the death of so many patients. So to summarize one point, to emphasize that how important this that I told there about 200 species types of mushrooms which were used for different medicinal purpose. The commonly you know this Genoderma is the known as prevent so many diseases. The Latinum Adidas, I told, it is the most known or studied. The Cardiaceps sensis and Grifola frondosa and so many the Tremula fusiformis, so many this mushrooms, they have got a medicinal value. The next side I just enumerate some name: the immune enhancer, anti-cancer, anti-tumor, antiviral, antibacterial, lower cholesterol, and the organ protector, the liver, kidney, lungs, cardiovascular protector, as I told, blood sugar and diabetes lowering, chemotherapy adjuvant, and the stomach gastric cancers, and then the antifungal, that HIV, so many, and the nerve, and the specifically in the melanoma, the skin condition also they are used. So this is in the tabular form, different the medicinal properties and the different common medicinal mushrooms. I told that in the diabetes part, you see that Grifola, Fordosa, and the Tremula fusiformis has got anti-diabetic effect. So because in nowadays this in diabetes and the hypertension and the anti-atherosclerosis and the cancer, so many mushrooms are now common practice in also we being allopathic doctor, we are also sharing this information to the patients, and we are helping them to treat these patients. That the pharmacologically active principle. One point I want to share is that the active principle of the plants, they don't work in isolation. They always work with the synergism. So in this active principle in the isolation, and for example, these triterpenes never acts. They act with some other compounds, like other proteins or carbohydrate and so on, and synergism they use. So these all active principle, that polysaccharides, that triterpenes, lanthanum, adenosine, linguate, PSK, these are all the butyric acids. They are they are usually found in the mushrooms, and they are used in the medicinal purpose. And these slides, this antibacterial, antiviral, anti-tumor, immunomodulation, then cytostatic activities, and immunosuppressive, antioxidant, anti-hemorrhagic, hypoglycemic, anti-inflammatory, and hepatoprotective. These are the common the active principle, the pharmacological active principle which is present in the mushrooms use. So the magic of the mushroom there, the medicinal mushroom are biologically described as adaptogen or a natural plant derived agents that usually, yes, they have no harm to it, because usually the mushroom, as I told in the beginning, that the toxic mushrooms are never used or consumed because they are very toxic. But that edible type of mushroom, which are usually common in the food purpose, I told you the edible mushroom, medicinal mushroom cannot be differentiated. It's very difficult to differentiate. All the active ingredients present in the edible mushrooms, they are used in the medicinal purpose. So the fundamental point is the treated advantage, no side effect, no harmful effect, and they are very not that organ specific activity. In general, they act. So that is why they can be used in so many purposes. They stimulate the nervous, hormonal, immune system. They exert non-specific regulatory function to blood pressure, blood sugar, cholesterol, respiratory, the hormonal gland, and the joint inflammation also. So that is why in the Chinese traditional Chinese medicine, the mushroom considered the elixir of the life, providing the equilibrium of the life. So all these mushroom, they contain the good mushroom, the terpenoids and steroids groups, and the Langi has 100 types, including the genodendronic acids. So they are grouped as the superior mushroom; those contain more terpenoids. So the glycans, coming to the individual component of the glycans, because it is very important. So they are usually alpha and beta glycan complex of the carbohydrate. They group in the polysaccharides. As I told that they are not work isolation. They usually combine with some proteins and they X. So beta glucans are largely responsible for the tumor and cardiovascular immunodeficiency, that the immunomodulator, the hormonal changes, and the bacterial and parasitic diseases. So the glucans work best with the synergy, as I repeatedly telling, because all these active principles in the plants, they never act in isolations, or they cannot have a good activities in isolation. They always need some help, and they usually in the proteins, and they work together. These are the some name of the subglycans, and the clinical trials prove that these glycans, they prevent oncogenesis, they direct anti-tumor activity, synergy with chemotherapy, they prevent metastasis. So the highest content of the glycans, the 57 in the Grifola fungus. This is a host beta of the beta glycans. There are 29 in Inactus obliquus, 57 in Grifola fungosa, 45 in Ganoderma sugae, and 15 and the Hariquia. So these glucans are the very important point. The beta glycans I am always telling, then alpha, some also that alpha glycan also, but beta glycans are the more, and they are so many times I am telling they are anti-cancer and immunomodulator, anti-inflammatory, and due to their complex structure, they usually bind to the surface membrane and the acts. So the anti-immunity function, I am just putting in one slide. This beta glucan trigger, they stimulate many immune response. They activate the macrophage T helper cell and natural killer and B cells. They also increase the production of antibody, and the beta glucan do not attack the deficient of the cancer cell directly. However, they mediate through the macrophages. So that is why they inhibit the cancer growth. The butyric acid, the butylenic acids is a pentacyclic terpenes. The triterpenes available from several botanical sources also. The other plant also, they also provide this butylenic acid, but the mushroom is also very good concentration. So that is why in the melanoma cancer and in the HIV infection and the skin condition, the butylenic acids are used. This most important another function is the component is the superoxide dismutase, because nowadays in the stress and the over exertion and high expectation, we have been always in the stress, and our environmental condition also they provide this reactive oxygen species productions is more than our normal value. So that is why we are so many complications we faced. The superoxide dismutase is a major component again present in the different mushroom. They help to neutralize the reactive oxygen species, and the superoxide dismutase, the content of different mushroom is that exceptionally high in the 35,000 in this Jaga, the agaricus 1500 in Lengi is 630, and truffles 860. This type of content of superoxide dismutase, those mushroom content more superoxide dismutase, they are used in this rolling edge and the skin, the cosmetics value, because due to the stress and the environmental condition, these are reactive oxygen species are very high. The saponins are glycoside. That saponins and another components is present in mainly of the triterpenoidal types which present in the mushroom. The other vegetables also we found, the tomato, all these leafy vegetables also we found, but the content of these saponins are more in the mushroom. So they lower the cancer risk, the cholesterol lowering effects, and the antibiotic effects also there. And they promote the good blood circulation, terpenoid, these terpenoids. And they lower blood pressure and reduce the LDL cholesterol. There's bad cholesterol, you know. They reduce the LDL so that they reduce the atherosclerosis, so the cardioprotective effects are there. The steroid therapy effective for the prostate, then herpes and lupus, and some allergic psoriasis condition. Also, these steroid groups they are also helpful. Antithrombotic, I told, the adenosine and guanosine groups, they are also present in the mushroom. They help in the vasodilation and protect the platelet aggregation so that they reduce the plaque formation. So the cardiac attack and the coronary other blockage in the arterioles are reduced. The inflammatory another important immunomodulation functions of this active principle of the mushrooms is the cytokines family modulators, so that they reduce the inflammation. So all the IL groups and the TNF alpha, other things are neutralized by the different mushroom content that active in principle present in the mushrooms. And both humoral and cellular immunity also they are regulated. So to summarize one that immune modulator effects, the polysaccharide peptides. This I told this they never acts in isolation. Polysaccharide PSP, this polysaccharide with the peptide conjugation, they modulate the C3 complement system so that activate macrophage and they inhibit cancer cell. PSP help in T lymphocyte that through CD4, the killer cell inhibit cancer. Because the modulation of the cancer, the immune and they are cancer reducers, the anti-tumor, the angiogenesis suppression. So they are all through these T lymphocytes and the natural killer cell. So they modified through this PSP, the polysaccharide peptides, they modified these and they help in the. So coming to the just enumeration of this individual mushroom, the Reishi, the Ganoderma lucidum, as I told, is the mushroom of immortality. Very largely used in the mushroom, medicinal mushroom. They all in the nervous system, hepatoprotective, immunoprotective, antiviral, cardiovascular protective, anti-HIV. So these Reishi arceus. These are the commonest compound which is found in the Reishi mushrooms, and the active compounds of Reishi and their efficacy in the HIV other activities also. These are tabular form. What I told in the tabular form there. Then Tremula, and it's a beautiful story in the Chinese. There, the one queen was in 719 to 756. She was very beautiful. The secret of their beauty was she was eating this Tremula. This Tremula possiformis, the silver ear mushroom. And so the picture you realize this is like a silver ear. So this they have got they act as a tonic in the chronic disease. So it's a age preventing, and she was preventing or concealing her age. So that was the story there in China. So it is realized that the Tremula possiformis, they are useful in the cosmetic industry also, and their longevity, and they reduce the age, lowering cholesterol, protecting against radiation, and they also hematinics also, they produce the blood also. They see that the lentiform adidas, I told it's the most studied mushroom. It's a both gram positive and gram negative bacterial effects, the modulation, anti-tumor, liver protection, and the potent antifungal also. Not only against the gram positive, gram negative, also potent antifungal also. The cordyceps sinensis, as you know, they are also used in anti-aging and they use as a increase oxygen utilization, ATP production. This in this corona era, this cordyceps has been used in different this for this the corona patient also. This the cordyceps sinensis extract. The militaries, they are anti-tumor, anti-metastatic, and insecticidal, antibacterial, immunomodulator, anti-inflammatory, chronic bronchitis, antiviral also. The Entrodia also used for the drug intoxication in diarrhea, abdominal pain, hypertension, itching, and cancer. Then Panellus serotineus, the most delicious edible mushroom, prevent development of. That's a very important part nowadays. And this use of this Panellus serotineus, this is the prevention of non-alcoholic fatty livers. We have realized that lot of patients, those who are not history of alcohol, or they are developing the fatty livers, and these are usually due to the pesticides content food, the chemical fertilizer, the polluted atmosphere. They are a contributing factor, it is hypothesized, and this can be prevented by this Panellus serotineus. The auricularia group, they are the LDL cholesterol lowering. Obviously, once LDL cholesterol lowers, so that it prevents the aortic atherosclerotic plaque, anticoagulant, and anti-tumor effects. So auricular jodi also in the blood tonic, meaning blood formation, anti-tumor, hypoglycemic effect, anticoagulant, and cholesterol lowering effect. The Flammaridia, this traditionally used this soup. Usually in the Chinese and other China and other countries, there's commonly this Flammaridia velutepae. They traditionally use the soup in the high, because they have high dietary content, fiber, and polysaccharide antioxidants. So used for decreased blood sugar and blood pressure and cholesterol. So commonly they consume as a soup this mushroom. Grifola frondosa is important in gastric malignancy. Anti-cancer, but specifically in the gastric patients. And Trametis versicolor, they promote chemoprotective potential, inhibit growth of the human cancer cell lines. It has been seen that in the cancer cell line, they prevent the growth of the cell line, and it acts as an adjuvant for the cancer patients. Grifola frondosa, finally I want that they are lowering blood sugar, reducing cholesterol, blood sugar, weight loss also. These are very commonly used now for weight reduction. So just towards my conclusion, that mushrooms act like a mini pharmacological factory. Individual mushroom, not a collective mushroom. Individual mushroom that are like a mini pharmacological factory. So they are more than 100 medicinal function. That they are antioxidant, anti-cancer, anti-diabetic, anti-allergic, anti-parasitic, antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal, what-not, the immunomodulator, cardioprotector, anti-cholesterol, detoxification, and hepatoprotective, protect against tumor development, and anti-tox. So in the collectively, they act as a complete. So these mushroom products and these mushroom derivatives products are very good adjuvant for the therapeutic. These are the different products used, different the powder form, capsule form, the biscuits, so many other formulations now, papad, so many things are now available. And toxicity, I told they have no side effect, no adverse effect, and no specific organ damage. Nothing has been seen in the mushroom product. Those are edible mushroom which is used in the medicinal purpose. So the take-home message is this issue is very fundamental. The several mushroom species have been pointed out as a source of bioactive compound in addition to their important nutritional value. Mushroom contain component with outstanding properties to prevent and different types of disease in human. used as antioxidant to prevent oxidative stress and degenerative disease, hence it prevent aging. So this is the take-home message, that the mushrooms can supplement with the different medicine. They can be a very good, they can provide a very good synergistic effect with the other medicine and acts as a very good adjuvant. Thank you very much, and thanks again, Dr. Thakur and his team, and congratulations for the wonderful workshop and giving me opportunity. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Maji sir, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So,
any questions, sir? Please,
open it for discussion. Open it for discussion.
Sir.
Friends, session is open now. You can ask the questions from Dr. Patra.
Please ask questions if you have any.
Namaskar, sir. I am Satyajit Mahapatra from Devghar, Jharkhand.
Yes,
Basically,
sir.
a Muslim grower. Actually, I have few queries and
Sir.
few confusions also.
Sir.
First one is that after going through the lectures of you, I am in a position of conclusion that all edible mushrooms have some medicinal properties, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. But all medicinal mushrooms are not edible. Okay?
Yes, very good. Yes, reverse is not very true.
Yes, sir.
Reverse, all the medicinal mushroom are not edible. It is true also.
Yes. But few poisonous mushrooms have medicinal properties?
Yes. But in that case, the poison mushroom, they are used very carefully, and their active ingredients are purified very stringent manner, and they are sometimes they are not given oral also. As for example, I am giving this botulinum. The botulinum toxins are used, this cosmetic in a highly, one dose of botulinum injection in subcutaneous, all this cosmetic industry, this glamorous industry people, they used in subcutaneous injection, and one dose is 15,000 rupees. So they are purified and they are given in the parenteral in subcutaneous, very slow and very diluted fashion, so that their tone, muscle tone and other things are aggravated, and they are used as medicines. In some neurological complication also, palsy, the blepharospasm and other thing condition, in the eye, आप commonly आप देखे होंगे जो eye dropping हो जाता है, and the उस condition में this periauricular region it is given. It is a therapeutic use, not as a cosmetic use. The glamour industry, they are take this botulinum injection. The botulinum is highly toxic. The patients die if you consume orally, immediately they will die.
Okay, sir. And second question is, suppose it is said that it is said that for a specific mushroom that it is anti-cancerous, or
Yes.
it is antibacterial or anti-arthritic.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So that means it by taking or in a regular, if the customer or a person regularly takes or intakes that mushrooms, it is the lowest chance of getting that disease, or if someone is suffering from that disease, it may reduce the potency of that disease in that.
Yes, sir. You are very correct. Your thinking is very right, because this type of these are all because you see the food is very important for us. You see, if you will be given everything without food, your life is gone. आप जी पाएंगे क्या? आपको सब दिया जाएगा, दुनिया की सब सुख शांति दिया जाएगा, लेकिन खाद्य नहीं जाएगा, फूड नहीं दिया। So this food is very important to us, and the important ingredient is important because as a supplement, as a nutraceuticals, this mushroom product is wonderful benefit to prevent the complication of disease and prevention of disease. As a adjuvant therapy, as for example, you are in the antiviral therapy. So the mushrooms, this used with this antiviral, it's a wonderful effects that we have in the clinical practice, we have seen it. In the corona era also, a lot of things we have realized this also, that the adjuvant therapy is the nutraceutical, because the micronutrient components we are deficient, because the modern food we did process in different way, we lost so many micronutrients. But this mushroom contain all the micronutrient and essential amino acids in a very balanced way. So this will be a supplementation. This will be a wonderful effect to prevent the complication and to prevent the progress of the disease, like this Parkinson's, Alzheimer's. That's a wonderful effect.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And the third one is, do we have any example that a certain type of mushroom or mushrooms are strictly prohibited for a certain type of patients suffering from a disease?
Yes, as I told for the botulinum, it is there. They are specific to specific disease also there. There,
yes,
some very, but in common, because the ingredients which are there, because there's a plant things, they with synergy they act. So the individual mushrooms also used in individual therapy, but some the cosmetic industry, some age reducing properties, they use specific mushrooms.
No, sir. But my question was that one of my customers, since I am a grower, one of my customers told me that now I am stopped taking mushrooms. I asked why. So actually, I have thyroid, and my doctor has advised me to don't take mushrooms. So, but I didn't know. So, just I want to confirm it that is it. There that mushrooms are strictly prohibited for any certain type of disease.
Yes, as for example, Grifola fundosa, that is used in the cancer therapy of the gastric malignancy.
Yes, sir.
It's an example, one example, and the details, other examples are details there. Like the other some sedation purpose also. There's some cordyceps sinus is specifically used for sedation effect also. जिसको नींद नहीं आ रहा है, the sedation effect also. So specific.
And the last one is, since mushrooms have different medicinal properties, and as we are grower and we have to use certain medicines in a certain stage if our crop gets some disease or some irregularities. So on the basis of the iron is used to cut irons, is there any examples of medicines which is prepared from mushrooms for the cultivation of mushrooms?
I think that Dr. MP Thakur will be the better expert to answer this question. I'm sorry, I'm not very particular with your last question. I can request Dr. MP Thakur sir to just address your confusion.
Satyajit ji, can you repeat your question?
मेरा क्वेश्चन सर ये है कि जैसे लोहा लोहे को काटता है, तो जैसे हम लोग मशरूम ग्रोअर है और मशरूम ग्रो करते हैं तो उसमें कभी कुछ डिजीज या कुछ इरेगुलरिटीज आता है तो कुछ हमको मेडिसिन यूज करना पड़ता है, केमिकल्स. तो क्या ऐसा कोई एग्जांपल्स है कि मशरूम के मेडिसिनल प्रॉपर्टी को यूज करके कोई एक दवा या कुछ सप्लीमेंट बनाया गया हो जो कि मशरूम के प्रोडक्शन में हेल्प करे? माय क्वेश्चन इज दैट सर.
मशरूम के देखिए, मशरूम मशरूम से दवाइयां तो बनी हैं, क्योंकि मशरूम में बहुत सारे एंटी बैक्टीरिया, एंटी फंगल, एंटी वायरल प्रॉपर्टीज हैं, लेकिन ऐसा मशरूम जिससे वो निकाला गया हो और उसी के लिए मेडिसिन का काम करे, ऐसे केसेस तो मैंने भी नहीं देखे हैं. आई डिडंट कम अक्रॉस सच केसेस.
It's a very good question, sir. It's good. It is a question of research, and we
हाँ,
should.
राइट, इट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ रिसर्च.
Yes, sir. It's a very.
Might be research going on in any part of the world, but still till now it is not. Okay, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, sir. It
Thank
is not to us. Might be going on.
सेकेंडली सत्यजीत जी, ये तो फंगस है, एंड फंगल डिसीज प्रॉब्लम में बी देयर. Fungal disease problem is there in the mushroom also. Mushroom is also a fungus, but those are different mushroom which are infecting mushroom fungi. वो जो लोहे को काटता है, यहाँ लोहे को डैमेज भी कर रहा है, और बचाता भी है और डैमेज भी करता है. समझ रहे हैं ना? लेकिन possibilities are there, because I tell you 1.5 million species of fungi exist in nature. So
Yes.
there may be some fungi which might be protecting mushroom fungi also. Okay, so there is a need to investigate, and I think you people can also think on this direction. So are you satisfied, Satyajit ji?
Yes, Dr. Mahapatra.
Satyajit ji, are
hello,
you
sir.
satisfied?
I think he has left.
Hello, sir.
Okay, yes.
Okay, sir. Sir, is there any available biofortified mushroom in India, sir?
Yes,
Biofortified mushroom in India. Is there any reported biofortified mushroom in India, sir?
I think Dr. Thakur can biofortify.
देखिए, जहां तक बायो फोर्टिफिकेशन का सवाल है, बहुत सारे मशरूम का वैल्यू एडिशन हो रहा है, और बायो फोर्टिफिकेशन की जो एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन है वो उसमें होना चाहिए कि इसमें बहुत सारे मशरूम में बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट को मिलाकर के बहुत सारी चीजें बन रही हैं. वो
Okay, sir.
एग्जैक्टली बायो फोर्टिफाइड तो नहीं कह सकते, लेकिन हाँ वैल्यू एडेड हैं वो. वैल्यू एडेड तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, बहुत सारे प्रोडक्ट हैं, लेकिन जो बायो फोर्टिफिकेशन मैं समझता हूँ वो शायद बायो फोर्टिफाइड नहीं है. जैसे एक एग्जांपल मैंने आपको बतलाया था अपना ही खुद का, कि वी आर एडिंग 2% मशरूम पाउडर इन ए व्हीट फ्लोर विच इज ऑफ वेरी
Okay,
पुअर
sir.
क्वालिटी, and by adding 2% of mushroom powder in a poor quality of wheat flour, we could make it to a highly nutritious wheat flour or to highly medicated wheat flour. So can you say it as a biofortified wheat flour? I think not. But people normally use those words. But it's in fact it's a fortification, it's a value addition, I think, and fortification may not be the correct word. I think Dr. Patra, do you agree with me, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what my impression was this. I think there is no genetically modified biofortification of the mushroom is not available.
Right,
But
right.
fortification with the other food items as we always use fortified food.
खत्म होने वाला है.
फ्रेंड्स, बायोफोर्टिफिकेशन वो है, जैसे उदाहरण के लिए चावल में आप कोई ऐसा जीन डाल दें जिससे चावल में विटामिन ए इनरिच हो जाए. जैसे अभी कई लोगों ने व्हीट में उसको जिंक डाला हुआ है, व्हीट में विटामिन ए डाला हुआ है, व्हीट फ्लोर को या व्हीट को विटामिन ए से इनरिच किया हुआ है. ऐसे कई एग्जांपल हैं जो जेनेटिकली मॉडिफाइड हैं, लेकिन वो सारा की सारा जो गेम हुआ है वो जेनेटिक लेवल पे हुआ है. वो दैट वी इन ए ट्रू सेंस दैट वी कॉल इट एज ए बायोफोर्टिफिकेशन.
Okay, sir.
I think it's a simply fortification, not the biofortification.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And simply, I think I would say that it's a value addition.
Yes.
Rather than saying biofortification, it's a value addition.
Okay,
Any
sir.
other
Thank you, sir.
query?
Okay, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes,
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Yes. हाँ, बोलिए
Hello.
बोलिए
हेलो
बोलिए.
सर.
You are audible.
सर,
Tell us.
अगर कोई हेलो सर, अगर कोई कंज्यूमर,
हाँ.
सर यू आर ऑडिबल सर, मेरी आवाज आ रही है सर?
आ रही आवाज.
हेलो.
आपकी
Hello.
आवाज आ रही है.
सर, अगर कोई कंज्यूमर को मशरूम से पूरा बेनिफिट लेना है तो क्या सभी मशरूम थोड़ा थोड़ा खा के खाना है, क्या एक दो मशरूम खाने से ही पूरा बेनिफिट आ जाएगा?
एक दो मशरूम से आ जाएगा, ऐसे जरूरत नहीं आपको 25 प्रकार एडिबल मशरूम है सबको मिला के खाए, नॉट नेसेसरी एट ऑल। ऑल द मशरूम कंटेंट ऑलमोस्ट ऑल दिस न्यूट्रिशनल जो है वेरी गुड अमाउंट।
अगर मेडिसिनल वैल्यू लेना है तो
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल, बिकॉज द न्यूट्रिशनल है द मेडिसिनल वैल्यू। हम कोई ये जो
बट सर मेडिसिनल वैल्यू ये तो इस वैरायटी स्पेसिफिक है ना?
Yes, but specific, their action is not specific. I already emphasized that the activities are very non-specific. They are not organ selective. They are not that organ specific.
Yeah.
वो in general काम करता है, एक बेसिक प्रिंसिपल में काम करता है। बेसिकली जो मशरूम की एक्टिव इंग्रेडिएंट्स है, they are used as a medicines. But the total mushroom की जो न्यूट्रिशिटिकल्स वैल्यू है, उससे हम अलग करके उसका, जैसे बोटुलिनियम की, हम उसके बोटुलिनियम टॉक्सिन को आइसोलेट किए हैं स्पेसिफिकली। सिमिलरली अदर मशरूम, जैसे हम कोई ग्लाइकन्स लिए हैं, तो ग्लाइकन के साथ प्रोटीन के साथ मिला के हम उसको मेडिसिन में यूज करते हैं मॉड्यूलेटर में।
Okay.
है ना सर?
Yes,
So,
sir.
May I supplement his query?
Yes, sir.
Patra sir,
Sir.
may I supplement his query?
Yes, sir. Please.
Yeah. ये आपका जो पूछना है, I think question is valid. Recently, I have seen the research paper also, and the kind of work which is done. I tell you, they have involved 4 or 5 mushroom together, having different kinds of properties, and it is now even medicines are made out of that also.
Yeah.
So mixing of different mushroom having different properties for good health or for sound health or for disorder management, I think it is practiced nowadays. So your question is, I think it is a valid question. But only those mushroom about which you know very well, they can be mixed together, and you have to ensure that there should not be any inhibitory effect by mixing 3 or 4 mushrooms. They should be compatible also.
ये interfering.
You got my point?
Yes, the pharmaceutical interference should not be there.
Yeah.
Yes.
वो important mind को रखना है। इनकी एक्टिव इंग्रेडिएंट्स जो है, वो फार्मास्यूटिकली जो ड्रग इंटरेक्शन हम कहते हैं ना, वो नहीं होना जरूरी। That has Dr. Thakur has rightly told that has to keep in mind. वो इम्पोर्टेंट है। इतना इजी नहीं है, आप आजकल अवेलेबल होने लग गया, बट इट्स वेरी डिफिकल्ट, यू हैव टू बी केयरफुल फॉर इट। Sir, MP Thakur sir, any other question?
Any other query?
Hello,
If
sir.
not,
Sir, I have
yes.
few queries.
Hello, sir. I'm Manjusha Gaikwad from College of Agriculture, Gadchiroli, Maharashtra. Sir, hello. Am I audible, sir?
Audible, madam, you are audible. Please tell.
Sir, I am from this Gadchiroli, Maharashtra. Sir, I want to share that in this area, sickle cell is one of the major problem in the human being, sir. Sir, I just want to know whether this there is any benefit of the use of this mushroom in the diet of this human being to overcome that problem, sir.
Yes, sir. Very wonderful question, madam, you have asked. Because I am also a sickle cell worker in Chhattisgarh, as Dr. MP Thakur sir introduced me in my introduction. Sir, the mushroom, this SOD group, the superoxide dismutase, because in the sickle cell, more reactive oxygen species are produced in comparison to the normal. They remain in oxidative stress condition. So reactive oxygen species are there. हमारा जितना complication होता है, they are more जो blood vessel को block करने के जितना होता है. In addition to this, the reactive oxygen species also contribute in this clinical presentation like pain, that more infection. So this SOD containing, as the mushroom contain SOD in a very good amount, and they contain the carotenoid also, they contain the B1 also, in the folate also, vitamin C also, they all are collectively reduce the reactive oxygen species. So if you supplement this mushroom to a sickle cell, then they will help. Definitely they will help. जैसे हम जर्मिनेटिंग सीड्स हम दे रहे हैं ना, उससे क्या है, इसमें जो अपन का B1 बढ़ा हुआ है उसमें रहता है, और उसमें अपन को C भी मिल जाता है, और कैरोटीनॉइड्स मिल जाते हैं, तो that they help because they reduce the reactive oxygen species. So definitely the mushroom will help. Madam, please.
Thank you, sir.
Any other question?
Madam, satisfied?
Yes. Hello.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hello, sir.
Gadchiroli is the adjoining area of Chhattisgarh, Dr. Sahab.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. That's why.
That is why sickle cell anemia problem is there also.
There is huge problem, huge problem.
Hello,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yes, madam, please, good afternoon.
Sir, I am Dr. Pooja from Betty Mushrooms, Indore. Sir, I wanted to know that whether mushrooms have anti-hemolytic property also, because during the lockdown, my daughter was having dengue. But earlier we were not knowing that she is having dengue, because during the fever I generally never give any kind of medication. Generally by natural home remedies I used to treat her. So during that time she was not feeling like to eat anything, so I was giving her mushroom soup during 2 to 3 days, and later on when the report came for as a dengue positive, along with that the platelet count, we came to know that it was completely normal, as it is seen generally in case of dengue, the platelet counts always goes very low. So I wanted to know, and later on my husband also faced the same issue. He was also having dengue, and we tried giving him the soup, mushroom soup, and his platelet count was also normal. So does it have any controlling hemolytic activities also?
Yes, directly, as I told, no, they directly don't prevent anti, but they are used as a blood tonic to boost up the production of the blood. So they stimulate the platelet production. So that way, if the platelet production will be increased, so obviously hemolysis will be reduced. And not that directly, as the vitamin K help in the clotting factor production, but not like this, the mushroom, but they boost the blood production as a whole, because they are this is the general property of the mushroom ingredients, that their property that they don't specifically, they modulate the production. So that is why the platelet will increase and hemolysis will be reduced. Definitely, इसमें तो है ही है.
Pooja ji, why don't you
And sir,
document it? It's
Yes,
a
sir.
wonderful observation you have, I think. You must document
Yes, sir.
it and must seek help of the people from the medical science to validate your
Yes, sir.
result. And
Yes,
Dr.
sir, I
Patra
was
is also of
thinking.
the opinion that it will
Yes.
definitely increase the platelet. Now, for the
Yes, sir.
information of the audience, I would like to share
Yes.
with you that in China in 2012, when this MERS, which is a kind of corona and